For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life.
A smart city designed to have no cars, no streets, no carbon emission is the NEOM project. On today's episode of Tech Gist, we'll be talking about the line. My name is EJ.
And my name is Mickey Bash.
Please stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Saudi Arabia is blowing our minds with this new project, the NEOM project. They've actually unveiled designs about this one building city that is going to stretch for about 106 miles. And it's just mainly going to be based on technology, you know, robots, robotics, AI that will be helping people, and it's going to put together about 1 million or 5 million people.
9 million.
9 million people. 9 million people,
honestly,
in that city. Now, the amazing part about this is the fact that they're actually going to make it a line.
Yes.
Like,
a city
you know,
on a line.
yes, you know how cities would have several houses, you know, scattered around.
Yes, of course.
They're going to arrange these houses in a line on the desert beside the Red Sea. Are you listening to that?
It's to be honest, when I saw this, I just became speechless, like, for real, like, because humanity continues to surprise me with the way we just keep growing with technology. Putting a city on the line, to be honest, it's actually very taxing, but if they actually achieve this, I believe it's going to be a big breakthrough in the world of technology.
I agree.
This city is going to be without cars, and everything is going to be just 5 minutes away from probably hospitals. And, you know, talking about recreational centers, they have stadiums inside the line as well, and that was when I was blown away. For you to have stadiums, and definitely this line is going to be very massive. And, you know, how they came up with this in the first place, it's still surprising. And because humanity is just growing in technology, and Saudi Arabia, it's Saudi Arabian side looking forward to do something like this.
It's just like going into honestly what Dubai technology is into now. You know how they don't really have rain, and they're using technology to create rain in Dubai.
Rain.
I mean, that's honestly still so crazy to me right now. So Saudi Arabia is taking up this step to build a city in one straight line, which will cut across several places. And basically, the rail, it's going to be very fast. It's not like normal rail. So from one point to the other point, it's going to take about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Within that line, within the line.
About 106 kilometers,
miles. Within that line, you're going to do that. And according to the Crown Prince, that's Mohammed bin Salam, he said the line will tackle the challenges facing humanity in urban life today, and they will shine a light on alternative ways to live, and they can't ignore the livability and environmental crisis facing the world city. And that's why he was saying that there will be no carbon emission. You know, everything will be based on renewable clean energy. And I'm still looking on how that wants to work out.
Like, seriously, I'm still like surprised, because when I look at what humanity are doing, or mankind definitely, we have human beings, you know, planning to go to the moon, trying to go to the stars, living underground, over 500 feet below. And now we want to live on a line. And I won't be surprised in the future. Like, it's even in the desert, close to the Red Sea. I won't be surprised if we finally end up living in the sky, like a sky city at the end of the whole thing, because it's going that way. Because honestly, technology, that, you know, I wish I can express all this. Maybe that's why I'm just like thinking, well, maybe in the next 3,000 years, if there is a way I can preserve myself with technology, and to be alive to witness how the future will be like. And, you know, at this stage, I believe it's something we all should be looking forward to, and I wish them all the best with the project. Yes, because a lot is involved.
We're still going to give you the, you know, what the line is all about. So this Saudi Arabia's futuristic mega project will feature 2 massive mirror-encased skyscrapers. That's what I was trying to say from the beginning. So the skyscrapers are going to be on both ends, and it will be mirrored. So if you're like, you know, passing through you'll just be seeing sands. You think it's a sand, you know, you will know that you're walking into a mirror. Exactly. You wouldn't know you're walking into a mirror, and it is going to be very, very tall. And that is expected to, you know, transport people. Also, it's going to be layered. It's consisting of 3 layers. The surface space between the buildings will be living areas for residents, which will house about 9 million people.
Amazing.
Upper layer will be for people. Then the 2 underground layer will be for infrastructure, and then transportation. So the last line will be for transportation, you know, where there will be the rails and all of that coming through it. I just can't wait to see this project coming up pretty soon. Honestly. The renewable energy is something that I'm anticipating, because, you know, they said living in the environment can cause toxicity to the solar system, you know,
environmental pollution,
exactly. So how they want to use that renewable energy that will not cause you know, emissions and all of that is what I'm looking at.
It's clean energy.
Is what I'm looking at. They want to use solar, all of that, just like the sun battery we talked about last week.
Yeah, sure. So definitely. So.
Anyways, here's a video of what of the designs, you know, coming up on the line, the NEOM project. Let's watch it.
Countless governments and companies have taken a stab at building a city of the future. There's Songdo in South Korea, the Alphabet-funded Quayside project in Toronto, which was abandoned in May of last year, and both Singapore and Barcelona have tried to modernize with smart sensors. In January of 2021, Saudi Arabia announced plans for its own futuristic city called The Line. Instead of communities sprawling outward from a central location, they would be built vertically and arranged, well, in a line, hence the name. Even though the vision for the city stretches 170 kilometers, it would do away with cars entirely and instead be connected by high-speed rail that would travel the entire length in just 20 minutes. And each individual community would be largely self-contained, so that almost anything you could need, be it a school, a doctor, or a quick meal, would be only a 5-minute walk away. The government says the line will run on 100% clean energy and make extensive use of sensors and AI to manage the city's services. And all of this is supposed to be nestled in the pristine natural landscape of the Tabuk province with minimal impact on the environment. Now the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has revealed grandiose renders of what the city will look like to match the grandiose plans. The line is envisioned as a giant glass and mirrored wall, 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, and 500 meters tall. That's taller than the Empire State Building. It would have greenery stretching along the top, an open-air ventilation system to help maintain an ideal climate year-round, and it would house up to 9 million people.
The Line.
Did you guys see that video?
Honestly,
it was superb. It felt like I want to be there. Like I didn't want to be there.
I have to. It's a city to live
guy,
in,
if they do this project, I no go there. Guy, if they do it, because this thing, thank God, is on record. Yeah. You don't go there. Let me go
2030, right?
2025 actually. Well, making it 2030 because you know. But the Crown Prince actually said that the project is still ongoing and you know they're still working on it. So probably 2025 they will be done with it. Who knows?
A question.
But
what do you think? How much do you think is going to cost to live in that kind of a sophisticated reality?
I don't know, but the project actually cost about $500 billion.
Wow. Wow.
$500 billion. Like that's really expensive, and it's coming all from Saudi Arabia's government. And then maybe you know people that are going to put in, investors there going to move in there. So basically, there are cautionary tales that are coming up on it. You know, saying that there are some projects that have actually failed, like the one in Dubai. What did they call it? The Dubai one in 2009. That was in Nakil Harbour, which cost about $38 billion, and a tower development which was cancelled 6 years on from when they started that project. I don't know how they started it, but you know, with the way everything was starting to look like this Saudi Arabia project, that was how Dubai project started. But 6 years on in the construction, it failed. It just stopped because there was a downturn in the economic, welfare system and everything. So that's project stopped abruptly, like just like that. Also, the Chinese government had hoped of the Mongolian city of Kangbashi, that one day it would house about 1 million residents when they finished building and making that construction. But it was not even up to 1 million. It was like 10% of what they anticipated in that, you know, project. So it was like a failed one. And then the hotel that they built in North Korea. Now this is really shocking. This building was supposed to be the tallest building in the world, in North Korea. Well, as 2018 or 2019 or 2009 or so, it was actually the tallest building in the world. But guess what, guys? Nobody lived in it. So it was called the Hotel of Doom because it felt like the project was they just wasted it. You know, investors
the money, the resources, and everything.
It felt like the constructions were not good enough. You know, everything was still there.
You know, they just didn't give us the public the full detail.
Probably, but how can they build a big building? How can they make a construction that is so big, very tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty, like ×3 of the Statue of Liberty, and then the building is just abandoned, just like that.
We've heard a story like that
so crazy.
Before,
it was supposed to be really good, but you know, people are hoping that the line will be like that. And apart from that, Saudi Arabia is not really having good stuff with human rights, because there have been so many controversies happening in Saudi Arabia. And we're hoping, with all the tales that Salam has been saying about how the line will be, we're hoping that, you know,
it's going to be a reality.
Yes, it's going to be a reality. Even developers are saying it might not be possible using renewable energy, but it might not be possible.
Probably they'll come up with something else, you know, because they can't stick to renewable energy alone, because they're trying to create a city. You know, city requires some domestic things like water. It's close to the Red Sea. So, you know,
the Red Sea is not really drinkable.
Yeah, that's the problem. They have to refilter it, you know, restructure the water, chemicals, and some other factors that make up a city. And you have to look at those factors. And I'm sure they have a lot of experts at hand that are actually trying to make sure they need to come together and look at the disadvantages rather than understand that and still make it an advantage to them. Because currently, if they are able to put this off, because it will be good, because looking more than the 2025 or let's say 100 years from now, human being are continue to just expand. We're about 8 billion in the world. And imagine where we have a population of over, let's say Saudi Arabian population grow to about 8 billion. You know, there will be no land, no space, but creating a city of line allows you to have more land.
I still just can't believe it. So in the desert, I want to see how it's going to be possible. Yeah,
it's possible, EJ, it's possible, because like I said, at the end of it, this is things we've seen mankind. In short, no one has talked about a city being on a line, even in movies, we've not seen it before. So this is the first time a city is being discussed about being created.
It's possible, it's possible, coming from someone that has not done anything. To put out there that, oh, I'm the one that made it.
Or sometimes we are gifted. My gift is to see the vision and help us to realize the possibility. Because I see vision and I see this coming true very soon. And when that happens in the future, people look back to this video and realize that I am a seer, EJ.
No. Honestly. Anyways, guys, would you want to be a part of the line project, the NEOM project? Would you want to travel to Saudi Arabia just to live in the line? Let us know in the comment section. And also, do not forget to like this video and then subscribe to the channel DABA TV. But for now, we've given you the gist on the line, the NEOM project, which is the first project or construction project they will actually do in NEOM, costing about $500 million. That's a lot.
A lot of money.
Let us know what you think about this project. In the meantime, my name still remains EJ.
And my name is Mickey Bar. Till next time, bye-bye.